So now we're off to an undisclosed location. Same cold day. This is a 2013 VW. It says 9. Oh man, that sounded almost diesel-y. You heard that, right?
That's supposed to be fuel injection, not a carburetor. It's a 2013 VW, not a 77 Nova. That's not normal. That's why I lease. And you smell...
Oh yeah, you can smell that right off. Absolutely. Nice. That's a warm engine. No, not a fire, not a flood, oil. I'll put a couple of pictures in right here.
Okay. So, I hope that answers your question.
That answers question 1, so I'll just let you get started.
All right, you have question 2? I might as well answer that.
Not off the top of my head.
Okay,
No.
obviously, this was carpeted.
The whole house. This is
Yeah,
was
this whole
carpeted.
area was carpeted.
That was a floating wood floor.
It's in this zip code.
So the boiler was concrete. This was Pergo.
Sliced it right off.
This was
It's got to be good right there.
tile. This was
Nice and safe there, I'm
then
sure.
like the old stuff.
So good.
This was like old school
All
tile.
these nails are popped.
Yep.
I don't know what
So
the
this
fuck.
was like the tile that was
Fucking weird.
up in the, like in your kitchen.
Yeah. So this was ceramic tile here?
Yeah.
Okay.
And they just supposedly just gutted the whole thing, and I guess they have to get down to
Holy shit.
Yes, all these little things. I guess they didn't come to drill yet.
No, they
No.
didn't.
Oh, okay.
They're waiting to hear from, they called me Friday saying they had to call State Farm to tell them that their next thing is they have to take a drilling,
Right.
concrete
Core
soil
samples.
samples. So they're waiting for the go-ahead, like for that. They didn't take the freezer only because the coils are on the bottom, and they didn't know if the oil damaged that, so they had left that here. They didn't take that away.
The lights are too cold to fire. Oh, something.
If they
Barely.
touch the oil, if it just has the odor of oil from
That one
being
almost lit.
Right.
They
This
may
one always
clean
has a
with no
problem.
problem.
Right.
If they touch the oil,
I don't know that.
and you're not going to get. I mean,
But
I don't know that it's even.
here's
worth
the
it
oil
for
tank.
to try and.
They
You
were
can
hanging,
see-
everything was hanging,
Yeah, so
but
the
they
oil
said
didn't come up that high.
I don't know where the rupture was that I just showed you in the picture, but that's, pretty fucked, and that thing,
Yeah.
it did. It imploded.
And
I'd never seen such a thing. That's pretty fucked up. Wow.
Everything was bookcases. I had bookcases, desks, everything was broken,
Okay.
and it's outside.
Now, this was.
This
You
was
this was the kitchen.
This was a kitchen, this was a sink area
Okay.
with a wooden cabinet that had cabinets
Oh,
underneath.
almost.
I had a freezer there, my washer and dryer
Was
Was
the
in there.
boiler.
over there.
Where was
That
the oil?
looks,
tank?
The oil tank is over here.
that looks destroyed.
Oh, it's still here.
Yeah, they didn't remove it yet.
Wow. So this is what happened.
Yeah.
Well, it's on the other side, but that's, I mean, it imploded.
My husband is a
Really?
quality control inspector. He deals with all this for an aircraft company, but he deals with all these pressurized containers all the time. And he says it was like, based on what people have, pictures he's shown people and everything, he says even the person from the oil company had come and said undue pressure caused this thing to happen, and they don't know if it was, and it was during the delivery that
Yeah.
this thing happened. So undue pressure was applied to this tank and
I don't know
caused
how
it to.
you. I understand what you're saying, and I can see that was probably the case, but I wonder how you get extra. I mean, that's just a pump that pumps oil in, and it's got a vent. And even if the guy left the thing running, I think the vent, it would spew out the vent, which would still be
Yeah.
an oil spill, but it would be outside.
Yeah, I don't
So,
know.
I don't know, that's kind of unique, but whatever, I can certainly see, this is really
Now,
a unique scenario.
other than structure,
Mhm.
other than after we get the structure aspect of it, and then I guess we'll move on to the personal aspect of it. Is everything covered mechanically down here? Do you write up for do you write up for a price of an oil tank? Do you write up because oil went under the boiler? Obviously, there's no heat on because the powers that be deemed the boiler unfit
This
to
was
turn
all
on for
smoldering.
oil.
They couldn't.
Yeah, were they gonna do something with that?
I don't
Noro
know.
was going to do a temp, so the house is warm, just
Right.
because it's not natural to have
Right,
this
right.
coldness in there.
You have the water shut off as well?
And they drained everything.
Okay,
Noro
good,
did
good,
everything.
good.
And I'm sure it's
Because in
available
this
to
weather-
State Farm. But
So I guess this is getting a lot more usage other places than at my house. Oh, the Magic Collection of Incandescent Bulbs. Is that 100 watt?
no, 60.
Oh, that's too bad.
They sell 100 watts at Lowe's, Jay.
They're not real 100
They
watt
sell
bulbs.
150 watt light bulbs at Lowe's. They sell
150 you can get, yeah.
They sell the 100 watt Ruffin bulbs too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. I'm putting a light bulb in. Look at me go. Oh, a light bulb. Heater for the water pipe to prevent it from freezing. And in fact, there's a little, I don't know if you can see it, drippity drip there, right under that. From something. I don't know. Here's the sprinkler timer, if you remember from the video that Xjo81X has. This is where we were, so. You taking a dump?
Yeah. I'm just gonna pull some of this cable.
So,
So I guess eventually I'll have to just come through here and just take all my switches and outlets back.
yeah, I guess so.
You know, this is, you know, the switches and outlets, they're fine.
Yep.
And then we'll just, eventually they'll gut the whole thing. So this was what was leaking. He took this off because he blew the system out with, oh, look what he left. He left his, what was that, a hose bib?
It's something.
And this thing was like going off.
Yeah, that would be.
So he says just make sure you keep all your Perillo bills.
Okay.
He says that fillage
Uh-huh.
is definitely a red flag
Okay.
because he says you probably have about 2 or 3 inches of sludge naturally on the bottom of the tank that old. He says there was no way there was 0.8 gallons in there. And the boiler would have seized.
Yeah.
So for 200, he says, you know, he says right now, you know, you don't have to call them. They're not going to do anything.
I know the lighting is less than ideal, but
You want me to go look for past bills?
To
too?
give you an
No,
idea.
no, you just need the last couple making, you know, making sure
not
that
right.
the total fills the tank.
definitely not right.
Oh, you have to.
So after you unlock it,
It's like a.
you gotta undo the.
I know how.
Yeah. Do that, move that. Turn it, no, pull it all the way like we're going. Should go.
I don't know.
He says you gotta undo all four. That side will come out first, and these things have to come out of the bottom, he says, because they're locked in. So this is gonna have to come out of the pot. It was kind of difficult for me to put that in.
Okay. I found it.
If it's difficult for you, what makes you think I'm gonna be able to do it?
Let's just methodically think about this.
Yeah,
That's to go.
move that out.
Of course not. This only goes up this way. Okay.
Right, thank you. Right.
But look. so it doesn't go more. Did you notice that?
Yeah. It's like safe crackers on Price is Right over here.
Like it goes. No, it's like. Oh, so much for that. Filled up the pond. Talk about filling it up.
Yeah, well, they said we had to clear everything.
Oh.
so we went-
That's right. Oh my.
Oh,
Yeah.
Need kitchen bag, or you just want it?
I mean, they said they marked everything. I said, did you come across my
Books,
bag?
folders, mix.
Here's the stand for that TV, that big TV that was in there. That's got Earl damage to it. That's the sink that you can see he fixed with the purple primer on XJO81X's thing on his channel there. That's the sink that was down there. It's getting cold out now, yes. Or maybe that wasn't the stand and that is over there. I don't know. But anyway, more stuff over there. And yeah. Don't heat with oil. Just propped on the fucking snow. Look at that. I don't know how cold it is, but my tablet is starting to, the screen is starting to respond very slowly. But it's that cold that it just does not want to cooperate today. And I'm sure the camera is also, although I am holding it, so the heat from my hand is helping. Plus I'm kind of de-thawing myself right here. You know, de-thawing. And that's that for a minute. And we'll go back outside and see what's happening.
What does that mean? Well, you left that garage key here. Oh.
I'm on my phone. So anyway, we asked the guy when he was here about the electrical
I guess you're.
and
picking
what's
up where you
going
left
on.
off.
Yeah. We asked the guy about the electrical and what gets done, and he says, well, I'm only putting back what's there, and none of this was really touched, so I'm just gonna disconnect it from the wall outlet. I'm gonna put it back in the wall outlet. Anyway, moral of the story is, you can't see. But you can't let this happen to you. Don't heat with oil. Get rid of it. It's fucking diesel fuel, people.
Don't do drugs.
When cars and trucks go by and they smell like diesel, do you like it or do you roll the windows up? What do? If you like it, fine. But you know what? It's expensive. And I'm sure I'm reaching out to most of the world here, but here in the Northeast, this is what we have. But if you do have it, and your house is like many others in the area that is 1950s construction, get rid of it, especially if your tank is in the basement. Because if it is, you might end up with having to disconnect your wall outlet and get sticky lifters. So not a good thing. Anyway, make sure you go over and check out XJO81X's channel. He'll have a video of this up in a couple years probably. At the rate he's going, putting videos up, but he begs his pardon. Anyway, I think it's about 8 degrees outside, -2 in here, so I think we're gonna probably get the hell out of here because I think my nose hairs are frozen or something now. So that's gonna be about it. Make sure you hit like, make sure you hit subscribe, and take care. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.